I'll be presenting a comprehensive brand audit of Apple Incorporations due to its exceptional global presence, highly loyal customer base through design, innovations, and ecosystem integrations. I also identify important gaps between Apple's desired identity, market perceptions, and provide strategic suggestions to boost brand equity. Apple's journey began in 1976 when Steve Jobs, Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne started the firm in a California garage. Their goal was to make computers more user-friendly, personalized, and visually appealing. The Apple II and Macintosh, which used to graphical user interface to challenge industry traditions, were important in Apple's early success. Following Jobs' return in the late 1990s, Apple underwent a creative renaissance, launching the iMac, iPod, and iTunes, which transformed consumer interactions with technology and music. The defining moment occurred in 2007 with the introductions of the iPhone, which revolutionized mobile communications and established Apple as a lifestyle brand rather than a computer firm. Today, Apple Incorporations is a global firm based in Cupertino, California, with over 2.2 billion active devices worldwide and annual sales of more than $380 billion. Apple, as a manufacturer and software developer, has complete control over every aspect of the customer experience, from hardware design and operating systems to retail and after sales support. Apple's growth is marked by relentless innovations. In 2007, the firm changed its name from Apple Computer to Apple Incorporations, indicating that it was expanding beyond computers. Rebranding initiatives focused on simple packaging, eco-friendly materials, and an inclusive design language. Apple has subsequently extended its ecosystem to encompass digital services, wearables, and environmentally friendly efforts like carbon neutral manufacturing and recyclable materials. Apple employed a monolithic brand architecture with all goods bearing the master brand name. Each sub brands like MacBook, iPhone, iPod, Apple Watch, and AirPod all have a unified visual identity and design characteristic. Apple Music, TV Plus, Arcade, and Fitness Plus are key brand extensions that provide content and entertainment offerings. Apple Pay and Apple Card are financial technological advancements. With iCloud is a cloud-based storage with device connectivity. Each of these expansions emphasizes Apple's positions as a whole, integrated ecosystems rather than individual items. There is fierce competitions in the market where Apple operates. Samsung competes with Apple in hardware innovations, delivering a bigger product line and more competitive price. Google competes with Apple in software and AI integrations via Android and Pixel devices, while Microsoft leads productivity ecosystems with Windows and Surface products. Despite these challenges, Apple's competitive advantage stems from its seamless ecosystem, emotive branding, privacy leadership, and premium design quality. While rivals may exceed some features, none can equal Apple's seamless combinations of technology, aesthetics, and brand experience. Apple's brand identity is intentionally basic, identifiable, and closely regulated. The brand name Apple is short, universal, and unassuming for a technological business, emphasizing accessibility. Its famous bit and Apple emblem serves as an easily identifiable quality certifications for all goods and services. The brand regularly employs a simple monochrome color palette, white, black, silver, and space gray, and the proprietary San Francisco font, resulting in a clean, contemporary, and highly readable visual identity. Apple no longer uses a permanent slogan, but its previous Think Different campaign and presents language about privacy, creativity, and intelligence continue to influence tone and positioning. There are no mascots or characters. Instead, actual people like producers and users represent the brand. Apple's packaging and visual design supports its premium status with stiff boxes, precise layouts, limited lettering, and increasingly recyclable materials that convey care, quality, and sustainability. Visually, hardware, software interfaces, shop, and communications all follow the same minimalistic look, resulting in a consistent brand experience. Apple has a tightly integrated digital ecosystem that includes the official apple.com domain and regional sites, the Apple Store applications, Apple Music, TV, and wireless applications, as well as curated presence on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and LinkedIn. These channels prioritize product narrative, educations, and informations above aggressive marketing, instilling confidence and trust. Apple's products are designed to be intuitive, integrated, and aspirational. Core features include seamless hardware software interactions via iOS, macOS, watchOS, and visionOS, device continuity, robust privacy and security settings, and an appealing industrial design. Apple Intelligence, which is deeply embedded across the iPhone, iPad, MacBook, and Vision Pro, exemplifies Apple's promise of AI for the rest of us, built in one device processing and privacy protections. The marketing mix of the product, the portfolio includes iPhone, MacBook, iPad, Apple Watch, AirPods, Apple TV, Vision Pro, and a variety of services. Each is positioned as a component of a larger ecosystem rather than a solo gadget. In the price, Apple uses a premium price approach to signify greater quality, durability, and prestige, while also offering trading and education pricings to reduce barriers. Distributions consist of flagship Apple store shops, online shops, and select approved resellers. Physical stores fronts serve as experiencing locations, providing demonstrations, workshop repairs, and personalized assistance, which foster emotional connections. Communications is concise, cinematic, and product driven, emphasizing advantages rather than technical gadget. Long running platforms like Short on iPhone employ authentic user material and partnerships, for example, like films and advertisements filmed exclusively on iPhone to demonstrate capacity and creativity. Recent messaging has also focused on privacy, sustainability, Apple Intelligence, and spatial computing, highlighting leadership and responsibility. Apple cultivates strong secondary connections via partnerships in music, cinema, sports, and cultural, such as exclusive content on Apple TV Plus, artist collaborations, and immersive experiences for Apple Vision Pro, co-branding with financial institutions for Apple Card, as well as integrations with key streaming, fitness, and productivity applications, help to further integrate Apple to daily life. These links take Apple beyond products and into a luxury lifestyle environment, reinforcing views of innovations, influence, and cultural significance. A mixed method primary research survey was carried out to analyze consumers' impressions about Apple. The sample consisted of 15 people aged 18 to 40, comprising university students, young professionals, and long term customers for Apple. Data was gathered via online questionnaires and brief semi structured interviews. The survey effort ought to assess Apple's brand awareness, image, and loyalty using Killer customer based brand equity methodology. The quantitative data was combined with qualitative remarks to capture emotional links and perceived worth. The survey showed that Apple has extraordinarily high brand salience with 100% unaided awareness, while every participant identified Apple as a top technology brand. In terms of brand performance, respondents gave Apple a very high rating for product dependability, design, and user experience. The combinations of iPhone, MacBook, iPad, and AirPods was viewed as Apple's most significant differentiations. Under images, Apple was regularly characterized as contemporary, premium, original, and creative, as well as pricey and exclusive. This equilibrium represents both prestige and inaccessibility. In terms of evaluations, participants perceived Apple as trustworthy, high quality, and user focused. However, some questions if innovation has slowed compared to previous years. Finally, loyalty and resonance level were very high. 13 to 15 individuals reported having numerous Apple products and all stated a desire to buy, showing significant emotional connections and habitual loyalty. The customer mental map of Apple exhibits both practical and emotional connections. Core associations include innovation, simplicity, quality, design, and ecosystem integrations, creativity, prestige, and privacy. Positive drivers of brand equity include innovations, dependability, and aesthetic quality, while negative drivers include high price and perceived incremental product upgrades. Despite these, the brand's overarching connotations is aspirational and lifestyle oriented rather than just practical. A perception map comparing Apple, Samsung, and Google based on innovations and ease of use reveals that Apple leads in overall experience and integrations. As a point of parity, innovations, camera quality, and ecosystem connectedness are becoming prevalent across businesses. Apple's premium design consistency, emotive narrative, attentions on privacy, and seamless cross-device functionality are its points of differentiations. Samsung is regarded as creative in hardware but inconsistent in ecosystem coherence, while Google excels in AI and affordability. Apple retains its leadership via brand trust and intuitive simplicity. To maintain brand equity, Apple could communicate AI and sustainability's achievements more openly, reinforcing its innovations leadership. Address price sensitivity using trading programs, subscriptions, packages, and value storytelling. Deepen emotional connections with advertisements that emphasize creativity, diversity, and purpose driven innovations. Expand the Short on iPhone campaign and Immersive Vision Pro displays to reignite enthusiasm. Finally, customers' views affirm Apple's supremacy in trust, experience, and design, but they also underscore the need for the company to reestablish innovations and accessibility in order to maintain the iconic standing in the quickly changing technology field.